Hello and welcome back to another Mikey's Technic Builds, where in today's video I have the LEGO 42070 B model. So as I'm sure you'll all be aware of the big 6x6 tow truck, which was the main model in this set. However, I decided to build the B model, and in today's video we're going to be going over all the features and some of the design work in this set. Let's go over some of the features this set has to offer. The set comes with this IR remote control, and on the side here you have a little white lever as your gearbox selector. When we push it backwards, that controls the winch and the cab fold. As you can see there, we have the boot and the cab opened up. On the inside of the cab, you can just about see two seats in there. And in the back, we have a spare tire. The second option in this mode is to activate the winch. The winch has plenty of power, however I think it could be better, as in this set you have an XL motor and an M motor, and in this gearbox mode the XL motor powers the cabin and the boot, and the M motor powers the winch. However, if we swap that around, then we could have the XL motor on the winch, and that will give us much more torque. When we flip the gearbox over, we're in drive mode now, and as you can see we have forward, backward and steering. However, you might notice it's not the front wheels, it's the back wheels. Yeah, that's right, with this set it comes with rear wheel steering, which I actually think is a really cool feature because not many other sets have that. I believe the limited edition crawler and maybe the standard crawler might have four-wheel steer, but I can't think of any others that have just rear-wheel steer. So with that feature, I do think this set is quite unique, and I really like the kind of shape of the body and the kind of theming of the set, as it's meant to be a sort of Arctic explorer. So I quite like that, and that could make sense why it has rear-wheel steer. Well, the question you're all wondering is how capable is this set? Because if any of you had the 6x6, then you'll know that that was not very capable. It was more just for the multiple gearboxes it had, and it was pretty cool with all the winches and the outriggers and the swiveling top. So how is this compared to that? Well, I haven't tested it out fully yet, but just from leg testing over some bricks and tires, it does seem to be a lot more capable. And I think that's a good thing, because a problem with LEGO is it doesn't do much. If you take the Audi e-tron set, for example, the powered up remote control, that's really cool with the suspension and everything to it. However, if you get that off-road, it gets beached very easily, it doesn't have very much torque, and it's very slow. So with this being a crawler, it could be quite good.